Oh, I mean, this major label thing right now is past. Labels just come to you to ride off whatever you are doing, you know. So anytime you build a momentum, you build a buzz, the labels just come like, you know, to feed off that energy. And if you already have a selling point, what they want to do is they actually want to tap into your selling point to sell their other artists on there. So they only approach artists that have created a market because they want some of that market. And now because of the internet, because of computers, you can just use a small team to sell multi-millions on your own. You don't really need these labels. The reason they shelve people is they see something very good and they want their name to be attached to it, but they don't have the budget, or they're not willing to put a budget aside to promote the album. So they shelf you hoping that you create some accidental buzz, some scandal takes place, or something goes on, or something just raises at once a demand for you without them spending that money. And then they come there to make their 90% or whatever and give you a 10%. So that's really what's going on. Labels, major labels are just concerned with their top 3 to 5 artists. And everybody else on there has to create their own buzz because there's no budget for them. Because they squeeze all the budget into their top artists. Because they are kind of sure bankers for them. So, and now it's like, I mean, look at this guy, Chance the Rapper. His songs are just on like SoundCloud and I think iTunes and stuff, and he's selling millions of records and he's making 100% of that money, you know, because when you use sites like Fresh Tunes, TuneCore, and all these places, CD Baby and the rest, they give you, most give you 100% of your royalties from, because you pay a yearly fee, so they don't take money from you. So whatever you're making out there is all yours. So if you are able by some stroke of luck or fortitude or fate or whatever to make it really big and you are selling in the millions, all those are yours. You're not getting 10% or 20 or 30% that major labels will give you, because they'll say that they are using most of the money for your promotion and stuff. So if you've noticed recently, most of the people that major labels are outwardly signing are people that are already really huge. And those people are only doing it for direct sums of cash. And the labels are really doing it now to save face and to bring attention to them. You know, so they'll sign Davido, they'll sign Wizkid, and so on, so that people turn their eyes to these labels so that they can sell the other artists to those people looking at the label. But those are the artists really don't need them. So what you see as a signing or paying is just the major label is actually paying the artist to be their advertiser. That's what's happening, because the artist is already doing it on their own. It depends on where in the world you are. Right now, I know several artists who are only doing vinyl. Senna just did only vinyl. I think Aisuba does mainly vinyl. Because you can sell those on tour as a collector's item. A lot of people don't have CD players now in the world. You know, definitely. Cassettes are making a comeback with Walkmans and stuff, but it's expensive, so you don't make much profit unless you are selling it very expensive and limited and so on. So yeah, the main way is streaming. The main way is online sales. What needs to really catch up right now is online sales that accept African forms of payments like mobile money and so on, because people are ready to buy, you know, with mobile money and so on. But we don't have like, you know, a super distributor right now, or pretty good ones, I don't think. I mean, some are popping up. Some people hit me up recently. But they're working out things. It's not as smooth as it should be for the consumer to feel comfortable and not feel like they're hustling to buy something. But yeah, if you have, like for me, since 2001, yeah, let's say 2005, when I started like saying I'm doing music, I was living in America. I haven't been to a studio to do my own stuff before. I sit in my room like this. I have a microphone, a sound card, and my computer. And I record, I mix, I master, I do everything by myself, and mostly, And if it so happens that I do one song which is really, really good, or which by luck and something else, it gets to be a well-played song on some charts or whatever somewhere in the world, and I've put it online on iTunes and the rest, and I'm just sitting in my room and I haven't left, that song can make its way somewhere and become a world hit. And by me not leaving the room, and I'll just start receiving like hundreds of thousands in my accounts online, So you can do it, but there's a lot of luck. It helps to promote online your stuff. There's a Payola now system going on Facebook and Instagram and the rest, where you pay money to promote your song, you advertise your song on Facebook and the rest. But it's like a sure banker. It's like they tell you how many people see the songs, and you can show exactly the town or the region and the age of the people and their taste. You can choose specifically who you want to hear your music or check it out. And if they like it, they'll buy it. It's different with the radios, because you give your money to somebody there. You don't know how many times they're going to play a song and what time they'll play it and so on. So the internet is sounding more and more secure and reliable. And yeah, you can make money from it if you are lucky. If your music is, the first thing is luck. Second, if your music is really good. And then the rest, whatever the rest is. Yeah, I think it goes on in Ghana. There's like WhatsApp groups with DJs, specific DJs. And it also goes on in Jamaica, in the dancehall scene. Like if somebody's doing a rhythm album and you're an unknown artist, if you have money, you know that when this producer puts out this album, which has Sean Paul and Sizzla and all these guys writing the rhythm, if you pay this producer a certain couple of $1,000s, they'll record you as well on the rhythm, and you know you're going to get an exposure. So if your version is as good or better than the other song, then you can blow up. So there's different ways these things are manifesting. So that's how they blow up, because no matter what, that rhythm album will get on the airwaves. So that's how they get there. In Ghana, there's a pool of DJs that label managers and so on have access to. And I don't know how they sort out this pool of DJs, but I heard they just send the songs into this WhatsApp group, and DJs download it from the WhatsApp group. They're like, this is the song to play this week. So I don't know if they are receiving something later on in the day or however it's done. But yeah, there's always something like gatekeepers. So like these people you're talking about in the UK, the pluggers. Yeah, it is a form of payola. But the thing about it is the surety. They show you, and they say, for this amount of money, we'll play you at this time for this amount of times. You are selling your product. Once it's commercial radio, you are starting to sell yourself as a commercial product. So they start considering you as an advertiser. It's different from the indie radio. But you get what you pay for. So you can make calculated decisions. Here is blind. You give somebody money, play me, and you don't know if they're playing you. You have to be listening, asking your friends to check, and so on and so forth. So there's nothing reliable or sure about it the way it's done over here.